Down, deeper. Each repetition tightens the pull, as if gravity itself is whispering a command. A few miles beneath your feet, the familiar laws of the world start to blur. Pressure multiplies. Minerals melt into strange states of half-solid, half-liquid glass. What looks still begins to flow. And in that slow motion, Earth hides its oldest secret. Not in the sky above, but in the stone below. Close your eyes and imagine falling through time instead of space. Past the bones of civilizations. Past the molten rivers that forge continents. The air disappears. The temperature climbs beyond comprehension. Yet the silence grows colder, denser, almost sentient. Down here, sound bends until it becomes vibration. That vibration moves through stone the way memory moves through the mind. Faint, echoing, but impossible to erase. Each tremor is the planet breathing. Each ripple, a fragment of something it's been holding for billions of years. If you could pause there, frozen between crushing weight and absolute stillness, you'd see crystals forming like microscopic cities. And inside one of them, a diamond no larger than a fingernail carries a molecule of water that shouldn't exist there. It's the message from a world beneath the world, a freshwater ocean sealed in rocks so deep that sunlight has never even been imagined. This isn't fantasy. It's the heartbeat of the planet you stand on. You are walking across the ceiling of a sleeping sea. Keep descending. Deeper. The proof waits where light can't follow. The story begins with a whisper locked inside a diamond. Miners found it rising from the depths of an ancient volcanic pipe. So old, its origin predates continents. Inside that tiny, flawless prison, scientists discovered something impossible, a droplet of pure water. Not ocean water, not surface runoff. This was primordial water, older than rain, older than rivers, locked away since Earth formation. That droplet cracked, opened a new vision of our planet. Because it meant one thing: the mantle, the colossal layer of stone between the crust and the core, wasn't dry. It was soaked. The scientists started listening instead of drilling. They used seismic waves, the ripples created by earthquakes, to map what no eye could ever see. Each vibration through the planet's body told a story of density, resistance, and hidden liquid. When waves travel through dry rock, they move fast and sharp, clean as sound through metal. But deep below, scientists noticed pockets where the waves slowed, bending and diffusing as if traveling through something softer. On the monitors, these zones appeared as bands of cool color, blue fading into violet, evidence that the planet's interior wasn't uniform. It was breathing. That something turned out to be ringwoodite, a crystal unlike anything on the surface. Imagine a mineral that behaves like a sponge, not soaking up water as liquid, but locking it into its molecular structure. Each grain of ringwoodite can hold nearly 1% of its weight in water. In the transition zone, the layer between the upper and lower mantle, spanning thousands of kilometers deep, contains enough of it to store 3 times the volume of every ocean above ground combined. Scientists gave it a name, the hydrous mantle. But names can't hold wonder. So let's strip away the jargon. What they found is an ocean beneath the ocean, a hidden reservoir so vast it could rewrite Earth's biography. Because this buried water isn't just sitting still. It moves. It cycles upward through volcanic plumes, seeps into crustal fractures, and may even lubricate the drifting of entire continents. When pressure builds and releases, it feeds eruptions. When it stabilizes, it quiets the planet's heartbeat. One researcher compared it to blood. Without it, the planet's crust might seize and shatter. With it, Earth stays alive, flexible, dynamic, evolving. Here's a concrete example. When water locked deep below rises toward subduction zones, like those near Japan, it lowers the melting point of rock, fueling the chain of volcanoes that ring the Pacific. That means the ocean above is partly shaped by the ocean below. Every tremor, every eruption, every mountain lifted skyward begins as a message whispered through that hidden sea. So the question becomes, if this water has been here since the beginning, older than our clouds, older than our storms, did life emerge because of the ocean we see, or because of the one we don't? Every few decades, a pattern ripples through the planet. Not a storm, Not an earthquake. Something slower, deeper. It's called a mantle plume pulse, a slow exhalation of the Earth itself. Heat and water rise from the transition zone, like vapor moving through stone. Volcanoes awaken. Plates shift. Entire continents drift a fraction of an inch. It's easy to think of the mantle as solid, but that's an illusion born of scale. At human speed, it's rock. At planetary speed, it's liquid thought, folding, stretching, rewriting the surface in gestures we can barely record. And the hidden water doesn't just lubricate this motion, it orchestrates it. When water rises, it weakens rock, allowing heat to escape upward. When it sinks, it hardens the planet's skeleton. Every cycle is a heartbeat. But here's where the story takes a strange turn. When geophysicists plotted global patterns of volcanic birth and continental drift, they found a rhythm, roughly every 30 million years. The planet expands and contracts in waves, and some researchers began to wonder, is this just geology or memory? Because stone remembers pressure, crystals remember heat, and water, locked inside those crystals, remembers movement. Every tremor is like a neuron firing in the planet's brain, encoding experience through pressure and release. The more the planet moves, the more it learns how to balance itself. Maybe that's why Earth hasn't torn itself apart despite billions of years of stress. It's been adapting. This isn't mysticism, it's pattern recognition. Deep inside, the planet behaves like a living system. Feedback, response, regulation. The hydrous mantle isn't just storage, it's communication. And we might already be feeling its messages. Earthquakes that trigger climate shifts. Ocean chemistry that subtly changes after deep eruptions. Even in magnetic fields, strange pulses. All could trace back to that buried sea exhaling beneath us. If you could hear the planet breathe, it wouldn't sound like thunder. It would sound like pressure building in silence, a slow inhale under your feet. Every time you take a sip of water, you're drinking the echo of that breath. Hydrogen born in the planet's infancy. Oxygen forged in ancient stars. Combined, condensed, recycled through fire and stone, again and again. So the next time it rains, remember, that drop didn't fall from the sky. It rose from below. Every tremor you feel is water moving beneath your world. But movement this deep doesn't just reshape stone. It reshapes what stone remembers. Water doesn't just record, it remembers. When scientists speak of memory in matter, they don't mean thought. They mean response, a pattern that persists after the stimulus fades. And in the hydrous mantle, that response has been running for billions of years. Each molecule of trapped water has been crushed, heated, released, and trapped again, cycling through rock the way neurons fire through the brain. If you could translate those cycles into sound, the planet would hum like a low, endless note, a vibration carrying every impact, eruption, and silence it has ever known. Some cultures called this the dreaming of the Earth, the idea that the planet's body dreams through the slow rhythm of tectonic motion. The science isn't so far removed, because when you map global seismic noise, the background tremor that never stops, it looks eerily like a brain's EEG. Constant signal, constant processing, constant life. And the medium of that signal is always the same, water. It's in our cells, in our oceans, in the invisible vapor rising from soil. And deep below, locked in ringwoodite, it's the same water that once cooled the newborn crust 4 billion years ago. It never left. It just moved deeper, watching, waiting, circulating. Every time you dream, you're using hydrogen atoms older than your species. Every time lightning splits the sky, it's reactivating molecules that once pulsed through magma beneath your feet. Water holds not just life, but the continuity of life. It carries memory through form, river to cloud, cell to seed, ocean to stone. And if memory is what gives rise to consciousness, then maybe the Earth itself has been aware all along. Not as a mind that speaks, but as a pattern that endures. Each wave, each tremor, each rainfall, repetition, reflection, remembrance. So when you stand by the sea and feel that instinctive calm, maybe it's not nostalgia for the ocean. Maybe it's recognition. Because the ocean is not outside you. It's the same water thinking in another shape. Every drop you touch has been here before. Rising, falling, dreaming through the planet's long inhale. And somewhere below, miles under your feet, that ancient memory still whispers. Don't forget what you're made of. Next time you feel the ground tremble beneath your feet, or even as you step across a city street, remember this. You're standing on the ceiling of a planet-sized bubble of water. Ancient, hidden, primordial. The oceans you see above are only the tip of the iceberg. Beneath miles of rock lies a hidden reservoir greater than all surface oceans combined, breathing slowly through stone, moving in rhythms that predate humanity. Think about that for a moment. Every step you take is over water older than continents, older than mountains, older than life as we know it. Every heartbeat echoes a rhythm that began billions of years ago. It's a hum you cannot hear, a motion you cannot see, but it is there, and it is vast, and it is patient. This isn't just science. It's a story of scale, of memory, and of the invisible forces shaping everything above. The planet holds its history in water, and that water holds its secrets in plain sight, waiting for those who dare to imagine. So the next time a tremor shakes your reality, or a storm sweeps across your horizon, pause. Feel the gravity of the world beneath you. You are standing on the living memory of Earth itself, a deep ocean trapped in stone, quietly dreaming, quietly watching, quietly moving. The blue planet isn't what it seems. It's a soaked planet, and you are part of its slow, breathing pulse.